He had the football world at his feet. A midfield talent like few others, Oscar was already the star of a World Cup and a vital cog in not one but two Premier League winning campaigns. At 25, the Brazilian seemed to have everything in place to cement his position in the game's elite. However, in January 2017, he dropped a bombshell. The Chelsea man gave up on his dream of dominating European football and moved to China, signing a hugely lucrative 4-year deal with Shanghai SIPG worth £20.8 million, $26.5 million a year that made him the 6th highest paid football player in the world, behind the likes of Paul Pogba, Gareth Bale and Neymar, just to name a few. Hey guys, welcome back to WonderGoaFootball. Today we are back with another video looking into what happened to Oscar's career. Let's begin with the early stages of Oscar's life. Oscar's route to the top has been far from easy. From a difficult upbringing to contractual disputes with his first professional club, Oscar has come through considerable adversity to reach the top of the game. The cliché of Brazilian footballers is always that they have battled their way out of a drug-riddled favela to make it to the top of the game. Whilst that is far from the case for many players, it does not necessarily mean that they have had any easy upbringing. Oscar lost his father in a traffic accident at the age of 3, leaving his mother to bring up 3 children in Americana, Sao Paulo. Oscar spoke of the pain of growing up without his father in an interview, saying, "Of course I don't remember him, but you miss your father when you are playing football. All the parents are there, but yours is not there." Oscar's footballing talent, though, began to show through at an early age, coming through youth academy at União Barbarense. Oscar was spotted by talent scouts who took him to the state capital, where he subsequently joined Sao Paulo FC in 2004 and started his professional career at the age of just 13. He made his first professional debut on the 28th of August 2008 in the second leg of the first stage of the Copa Sudamericana, where he played the full 90 minutes. This is usually unheard of for a teenage debut. The manager was so impressed with 17-year-old Oscar's performance, he decided to keep him on for the full match in such an important tournament. That season, Oscar helped his team finish 3rd in his domestic competition, the Campeonato Paulista. Oscar then joined Internacional, a river club of Sao Paulo FC, after contractual disputes. It was at this club where he became highly recognized as a rising young talent. After Oscar's breakout season at Internacional, he started to be compared to the likes of Brazilian legend Kaká. In his 2011 season, Oscar managed to net 10 goals and 11 assists in 25 games for his club. Oscar joined Chelsea in July 2012 for a fee of around £25 million, making him one of the most expensive young players at the time. Having arrived late at his new club following the Olympics, the Brazilian was set to be eased into the Blues lineup. However, on his first start for the club, Oscar sensationally scored twice in a Champions League clash with Juventus. His blistering start set a crucial tone for his performances in the 3 years he spent with Chelsea. Oscar lived up to his hype at this club, becoming a pivotal role in Chelsea's successes, helping his team win 2 Premier League titles. This subsequently led that team to be named the best Chelsea squad of all time. During his time at Chelsea, Oscar quickly became one of the Premier League's leading lights in terms of midfielders. It's been 2 years now since Oscar signed a lucrative contract with Shanghai SIPG, refusing other offers from large European clubs such as Atletico Madrid and PSG. Oscar was in the center of heavy backlash from his fans and other professional players for his decision. He was accused of greed and chasing the money. However, when confronted about his decision, Oscar did not shy away from these claims. In an interview with Copa 90, Oscar explains his decision. "Every football player or every person who works wants to earn money to help their families," he explained. "I came from a social background in Brazil that is very poor. We didn't have anything. This is the fruit of my work, and when I earn this, it is because I conquered it." Oscar was just entering the prime ages for his career at 25 when he made the switch, with SIPG paying £60 million for him. It was thought that his move would help Chinese football compete with Europe. And while that hasn't been the case, the latest reports about Oscar suggest he has proven his worth. Oscar is a hero in Shanghai. Since his 2 years in Asia, Oscar has already become a favourite amongst fans and the club. SIPG won the Chinese Super League in 2018, and Oscar was at the heart of their success, providing a league-high 19 assists and also scoring 12 goals. Even with wages set at $400,000 a week, it seems like Oscar has proven his worth for the club. When Oscar spoke to Copa 90, he stressed that he could one day return to Europe. Having set his family up for life, he may decide to continue his dream of chasing the biggest trophies that European football has to offer when his SIPG contract runs out. I hope that in 2 or 3 years' time, or when my contract here ends and I have helped the team to win titles, I could go back to a big team in Europe. Because what I like most is to play at a high level, he said. I had other very good offers from big teams in Europe, but I thought a little more of my family, and after that, I am still young, I can return. Although it will be hard to transition back to playing on a high level, it is not impossible. We have seen it done with the likes of Paulino transferring to Barcelona after playing in Asia for a few years. Despite the fact Oscar's decision has been heavily criticised, his actions made sense considering his motive to help his family. Oscar had a hard childhood growing up without a father and very little money. Although it was sad to see such an amazing talent leave Europe, it is nice to hear he is playing well and seemingly enjoying himself. Maybe one day we will see Oscar return to Europe to compete on the highest level. Would you like to see Oscar back in Europe? Comment down below.